up, S-Fam?
This is Sisters from Another Mr. Podcast.
It's your sisters D.
And Brittany.
And we're back with another one.
Lego. Hey, S-Fam.
Hey, S-Fam.
We got another one for y'all.
What are we talking about today?
Well, it is after Valentine's Day at this point, but we just wanted to come at y'all with a little love.
Yeah.
See how y'all spent y'all day and all of that. You know, share, comment, let us know what y'all did. Mm-hmm. If y'all got pictures, share them. We want to say too.
Listen, only if they're PG. Because listen, even I have been told to behave myself, okay?
Yes, please. Don't. If Boo sent you something crazy, that stay between you and so-and-so. We don't need to see that. But, you know, like your outfit or if you cooked a nice meal, share. Let us know.
No pictures of your gooch.
Because she could not resist saying it. She couldn't resist it. Like,
I couldn't. We had a whole debate about debate and debacle. Check out that episode, shameless plug, if you get a chance. But we had a whole debate and debacle about the gooch. And if you don't know what it is, go look it up. Under Urban Dictionary, gooch, y'all. But anyway.
Oh, God. It was interesting definition. Anyway.
Yes, hopefully some of y'all had a good time. Valentine's Day, your gooch and all.
There you go.
There you go.
How does one recover from Dialissa? Yeah, anywho. So, you know what I was thinking about for Valentine's Day? I always think about how when the three of us, me, you, and Krista, hey, boo, all lived together, and we had the best Valentine's Day because of Dialissa. It was so sweet.
I'm the best.
We came home from work, and everybody worked late back then, too. We all worked, like, late shifts. And Dialissa had candy from the front door, y'all, to each of our rooms with cute little notes. And it was, like, thrown on our beds. It was so nice. It was, like, that was, like, quintessential Valentine's Day. You know, they always talk about, like, oh, hang out with your girls. Like, that was what that always made me think. And I'll be thinking, like, when Valentine's Day come, I'll be like, damn, I wish Krista was here so we could have another one of those.
Oh, God, right?
That was so sweet.
It's not the same anymore.
It's not.
One day, though, we'll have to
we gotta do that again. We gotta do that again.
Or try to figure out how to do it from afar.
Something. Because that was, like, a really nice one. And I feel like, even if you don't have, you know, a man or a woman or whatever, you can still do that. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like technically Valentine's Day is not even a real holiday. It's just a day to show love. So whoever you love, you can show it to them. However,
on any day, honestly.
Yeah, and you should. You should. That's why we're gonna do this after Valentine's Day. So boom, we're telling y'all right now, go out, show your love, even after and before, whatever. But it was like, that's what that makes me always think about. Every time I think about Valentine's Day, I'll be like, oh, that was a good time.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, I won't give it that much, Valentine's Day, all that flack. Because it is a good, granted, you shouldn't just do it on the holiday. I think it's a good, it's good that we have a day to at least remember it.
Right, I was going to say that too.
Some of us, we get so tied up in all the work and all the responsibility that we just forget to even, you know, show love appropriately. But, you know, this is a nice reminder.
It's a great reminder. I think that is why, I mean, aside from, like, the commercial aspect of it, I actually do like it because I think it's a good day to remember, like, oh, you get so caught up in your day-to-day, every day something's happening, all that hustle and bustle. But it's nice if you with somebody or if you don't got nobody and you got your girlfriends, whatever the case, it's like, oh, it's a nice day to remember. Even like, that's my parents' anniversary. So I always make sure I send my mom something. It's like a day to just remember, like, even when my father was alive, I would send them something. But especially now, it's like, oh, I'll never forget that. Yeah, to keep it going. That's her anniversary. Regardless, I'm always going to, you know, remember that for her. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she remembers anyway, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it's like a day to remember.
Mm. And it's nice the idea of like it being a day of love. So it's like,
Yeah.
so nice to be a part of such a celebration of love,
Yeah. Yeah.
To think like, oh wow, there's all these different people that are, going out and doing different things.
Yeah.
Eat cooking for their loved one or going to the movies or going to this, and doing anything,
Right. Right. And it's like even it starts young too. Like even you have little kids and they be bringing their little Valentines to school and stuff. I did we do that?
Oh, definitely. I remember.
I don't remember. I'm sure.
I remember writing up those freaking annoying ass Valentines. Because after you do the first
so
two,
I'm
you're
sure
over
we
it.
did.
You get your cute little box of Valentine cards.
Okay, yeah. I vaguely remember that, doing that. I just don't.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the tradition is definitely continuing.
Yeah, it starts from young, like just showing that type of love and appreciation.
Oh
I
my,
think
the
it's so
cutest
cute.
thing is when I feel like when the dads do something for their daughters.
Oh,
I think that is the best thing because it starts early. It's like when your dad can. I mean, just in general, of course, daddy's girl. They show their daughters that love and appreciation. But like on Valentine's Day, it's so cute. They get their little flowers or their candy, or they go on their own little dates. Like I know families where maybe they're all girls, or even boys and girls, and they do have a family of outing or event or whatever.
Something, yeah.
So a really cute commercial where this dad, I think it was a Carvel's commercial, or one of these, or one of these cake. It was an ice cream cake commercial, and he had, I guess they were promoting like a heart shaped cake, ice cream cake. And initially you think it's for the wife as she's walking through the door, but then the two kids walk in behind and they all sit down and eat cake.
Oh, that's so nice.
It is very nice.
See, stuff like that is like, oh, it makes you do like the day. I feel like, yeah, it's been commercialized, but you got to remember what was the purpose. Like, go past that, and that's like perfect example. Oh, that's so funny. Like, what do you feel like it does for you in your relationship now? Like, do you feel like you use it as a reminder for you and Keem?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm coming from where when me and Keem, like in the beginning of us, like getting to know each other, and as we were friends and situationship and all of that, like his thing was, oh, I don't believe in Valentine's Day. Nigga, you say all that, but if I say I celebrate it or I want something or do something, then we doing it. But I will say he's always real good. Yeah,
he would be. There would be deliveries at the house every year. I don't know what he talking about.
Or at my job.
Yeah.
He claims he doesn't celebrate, but he would celebrate it, nigga. He would make sure to send my sherry berries. That's our tradition.
Yes, yeah, that was your thing.
I'm gonna make sure he knows my tradition this year. I'm not playing with him. He better send my damn sherry berries.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not playing with him.
I remember going to see James, and like when we were long distance, I would go either like that weekend, it depended on when it fell. Like sometimes it would fall on the actual day, like Valentine's Day would fall on that weekend or before, and it would be fun. Like I'd get flowers, or we would go out to dinner. It depends, like little things, but it is like a nice reminder. Cause even especially when we was long distance, it's like, dang, this is already a lot of work. But we gotta remember to take at least this day to be together.
Right.
And that was like, it was fun,
It is.
It was necessary too, because it's like a day to just say, all right, this is all about love,
Yeah, it's what you make it,
No, it really is. It really is.
I don't really get tied up into like, all the gift giving and all that. I'm not gonna lie, I do like my cherry berries. But that's the gist of it. Like,
yeah.
Even at one point, I wasn't even into flowers, but he recently bought me flowers. I'm not really into them, but he bought them, and I can't lie, I did like that too. But it's cute, It's like, excuse me, little cutesy stuff like that. But I mean, it's just like we said, the idea of being together, keeping that spice.
That is true. It's a day to remember to, hey,
okay,
don't forget now. Especially if you like been together for a minute.
Yeah.
You get lazy. Valentine's Day is your day to remember. Right. Hey now, don't forget who I am.
Right. And then remember it after too.
Yeah. Try to keep it going.
Yeah.
Remember
how nice it is on the day and try to, emulate it on other days. Don't just save it for the birthdays.
What is something that we're going to keep it as PG as we can, y'all? What is something
That's for me. She trying to say that for me, y'all.
Because y'all heard her. Anyway, what is something that you feel like you do extra on, like, Valentine's Day? What is something you do extra?
Okay, well, we're going to start with the PGs of the PGs.
Okay, let's do that. Yes, please.
And I will say, like, if we don't have plans to go out and eat, so my plan for this year was to cook. My plan was to cook. Yeah. So cook his favorite meal, and maybe like set the place up. Make sure, cause my brother lives with us from time to time, so make sure his ass ain't home.
This will definitely be like, yeah, he definitely wasn't gonna try to be home for that. He already got a woman.
Got his own woman.
He trying to do other things.
Right. and it fell on a Friday this year, too.
So yeah. You see him next week.
Mm-hmm. But, like, maybe just set up the house real nice, put on a little music, or have a movie, planned. Yeah. Or maybe, hell, a bath running.
That's a good one.
Some lingerie.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. Bath running. I feel like...
Because King worked that day, too.
Oh, yeah. See, that's that chef life. Because she got a chef, y'all. Okay.
James worked that day, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good, to kind of set up the place and have it nice.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know what it is, too? Is us as women, we always think, oh, the man has to set it up. And I will say, listen.
I was just about to say that. Which, all that you were saying made me think the same thing. I really
like we always think, oh, it's about us.
Yeah.
No, it don't always have.
Where's my candy? Where's my flowers?
And all
that.
Yeah,
it don't have to be that.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything. I feel like it's a good time to kind of, for the most part, we expect men to treat us all the time. I feel like it's a good time maybe to just treat your man, let it be about them, Right. And to have it always be about your gift and what he doing for you. Yeah. Do something nice for him that day.
Yeah, it's a good day to break some of those social constructs. We don't have to be the way people think always, anyway. I feel like that's a good one. I feel like it's also, like, I don't remember what Valentine's Day it was, but I got James a World's Best Husband trophy, and I presented it to him on Valentine's Day. He was like, oh my God, this is fire. Like, it's like cute little things like that. I feel like Valentine's Day is that day that you want to think about little things. It'd be something silly, or it could be subtle that you only know, like, what Keem like to eat. So it's like, oh, wow, she thought about my favorite meal. Like something like that, I think is important. I plan to cook James' favorite meal too, and I know him. He's not gonna want to be going out and about like that. So for us, if we watch like a good movie or a show that he's been talking about, probably one that I was like, on the fence about, we watch something like that, then he would be
satisfied. And then too, you have to remember, like, everybody's at a different stage, in their relationships. Right. I feel like we've been dealing with our men for quite a bit.
Yeah, and it was Friday. Like, you have to remember, people work all that week, so it as much as you want to fantasize about it, it's still real life happened before.
Yeah. We're not in high school.
Yeah, because I know usually on a Friday we both taking a nap. It's been a long week.
So old.
So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we did that, but okay, let's get it together. Let me, so it's hard.
Well, so you took a nap for later, huh?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You did not say that, though. Nonetheless. I like to make her squirm, y'all.
Yeah, she does. I think, I didn't do it this year, but I have, like, bought lingerie or something, like,
I mean, hell, even different. If you didn't buy any new ones, we got plenty of.
I was about to say, I ain't buying nothing extra new, but it's like,
it's always like a new present. When you slap that thing on. Because first of all, who in the hell is maybe you are, and you are the MVP.
The GOAT out
if
here.
You out here wearing lingerie all the time, girl, go ahead with your best up. Because first of all, I have some pieces that they call lingerie that's very comfortable. But I don't think he would call that lingerie. That's just fancy pajamas. But that real stuff, like that baby doll stuff and that damn teddy and all that.
You know what? I think there's levels. Maybe that's what it is. There's like different tier of lingerie, right?
They want that string.
Well, I was going to jump right there, y'all, but she jumped right there, so we're here,
and that's not comfortable. So he only seeing that once in a blue. But let me tell you, don't take my advice. That's not right. Put your lingerie on.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, it's like we said, it's a good day to remember to do those types of things. Those fun, like, special things. Because if you don't do it all the time, then you're going to be appreciative. Even as the reverse. I don't know if there's man lingerie, but whatever. Girl. Y'all could do that too. Like, y'all could do that too.
Speedo thongs. Let me stop.
Let me not laugh, because if that's what you're into, I ain't judging. Yo, but you know, like, stuff like that is like, that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's the part of, like, where people say it's so commercialized. I'm kind of like, I'm on the fence about that, though, because, yeah, people, this is a day that they're going to sell lingerie or whatever. But I get it. I do understand why they do, because it's like,
you need it.
You probably should be... Do a little bit of something, like, you know, a little salt bay on there, sprinkle a little bit of sauce on it. Why not?
No, absolutely.
If any day, you know.
Listen, you might want to be somebody new. Get you a new wig if you got to. Slap a little face on, a little makeup.
See, now, listen, if y'all have stuck around this long into this podcast episode, y'all go ahead and comment that type of stuff. What other things have y'all done?
Did you pull out your what is it? S&M? What is that?
Yo, I thought you were about to say your good wig or your alter ego. She went all the way in another direction.
What's it called?
It is
SDM? SMD?
It is S&M. That's Rihanna's song.
Oh, SMD is. Oh, that's a whole nother thing.
S&M is what she called it.
Is it? We're too damn old.
M S-N-M. Isn't that what she's saying?
What is it? Yeah. Dominatrix.
I think that's the S&M.
With the whips and the chains and the...
And that's what she's saying in the song. I think that's what she's talking about. I think it's S&M. I don't know what's that other stuff you just said, and I don't want to know what that is.
In the hood, SMD is suck my dick.
Okay.
Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. Anyway, nonetheless... Oh, friends, let me behave myself because I'm going to get beat after this podcast episode.
But
nonetheless, get your good wig out, like she said.
Yeah, you could do alter ego, whatever.
Bring out your black leather boots. Or your trench coat. You got a trench coat?
You doing that too? No, I don't even own a trench coat. We live in Atlanta, y'all. Like, it's hot. I don't own a trench coat.
What else can you do? Because, I don't know if Brittany wants to put this out there. But we've even, for fun, we've taken pole classes.
That's true too. We did the
That's PG.
It was a Groupon pole class with Polities. And
well, that's the one from down here, right?
Oh yeah,
we did
the three of us. Yeah.
It's fun.
It was. You know what, stuff like that, it goes like, I feel like we talked about this on maybe another episode, but it was like, it goes into your own confidence.
Self-care.
So, so then you feeling good. So then just
you
by default, you just, you got a certain walk with you. Okay. You know, you strut into the room, okay? Like, hey, nigga, I'm home. You miss
some
me.
No moves.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. That was a fun class. And it was fun, too, because it was like, it was all women.
Yes, you got your booty shorts on.
Yeah,
you pop lock and drop
it. Was men were allowed.
No.
So that's the other thing too. You could kind of really be comfortable when you're doing those classes.
Yeah, we used chairs and everything. It was good stuff.
It was, and it was like, we never did that before. But we still enjoyed ourselves, and we got the craziest arm workout. All three of us was like, my arms is hurt. My arms is hurt.
That's a skill. Yeah.
That was some good good upper body strength we was working on. They gotta be fit now. Say what you want to about them, but strippers are fit and they're strong.
Okay, you see Cardi?
What?
She still got that
six-pack
muscle memory.
She still got. That ain't no coincidence.
You see J-Lo too?
Yeah, because she was doing that Hustlers movie.
Alex is one happy man. I know he is. They probably got a pole in
You seen him in there cheering? They showed video of him when she was performing.
Okay, girl, go get you some pole dancing classes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pole tease is a really good one. I mean,
hell, you know what is another thing? Me and Kim used to actually frequent the strip club. Hey, whatever you're into, but me and Kim definitely.
For yourself. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. See, but that's type of things that's like, make sure y'all okay with it. We ain't trying to break up relationships.
I mean, hell, I would have seen you going with I was going with my man.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Hopefully, wouldn't that be something? Anyway, I mean, yeah, I feel like those type of things are good though because they kind of a little something different. Variety is the spice of life, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Thinking outside the box.
Boom.
Necessary. Can't always. We're not going to tell our business like that, but you should think out of the box.
You should.
You shouldn't just think of the norm. Like,
yeah.
I mean, again, we're not talking about ourselves, but I mean, listen, if the bedroom is boring for you, kitchen? You said it, you know, there's other areas of the house and not in the house.
Oh, you said that, not me.
I had a friend that told me that. Listen,
no, I'm about to say
people they go to the hotel. They go, hey, make them feel like something new.
Listen, people, y'all know what we talking about. We ain't making these things up. We've heard these stories from people and all types of stuff. So y'all is out there. We know y'all is out there.
Okay.
Some people out, okay. Some people who know us is gonna be like, really, bitch.
They probably gonna be like, they talking about their damn selves.
Oh well, okay, that's true.
Listen, judge your mama.
I mean, listen, like I said,
ask yourself, do you still got a man? Okay.
Or the reverse, because it's not just about keeping the man,
or
you gotta keep a woman,
and we get bored too. Ask King.
That could happen. So everybody needs to be the spice of life. That is for everyone. Especially, I feel like if you've been together for a long, long time, because then it could get real like boring.
Yeah,
I would imagine. I don't know. Me and James have been together. Well, we've been together pretty long, actually.
I was about to say, what are you talking about? Exactly.
I've been together pretty long. But you know, I just know other people.
That's how you know about their life, y'all.
That's how you know. Like I know
they don't even know.
Together she just said even longer than us. So it's like,
how long have y'all been together? Let's just keep that on the record. How long?
We've been dating from 2007.
No, what's that in numbers? Some people might not know how to count. Because you're trying to be slick.
Like technically we've been in a committed relationship for like 13 years.
Okay, and that's not long, people.
But we've been married for 5.
That is that spice of life is out here.
Whatever. We've been married for 5, and that's what I was thinking about. People be married for more than 5 years.
In this day and age, that is like grandpa and grandma years.
Look at us. We're doing something. 5 years. No, I mean, that is true. You're absolutely right.
So you got experience. You know how to keep the spice.
Listen, y'all have to. You have to. For everybody involved. Don't be letting people get bored. Because it's not even to say that people will, like, cheat, but it's also, like, that could affect other areas of your relationship.
I mean, but that is, let's be real here. Let's be real.
Yeah, you could, people would.
But and cheating doesn't have to be physical. That could be.
No.
They could catch it. Excuse me, y'all.
Yeah.
I choked.
We was laughing and choking on chicken before this, so Delicia's having a moment.
I'm having a moment. I probably won't be able to readjust till tomorrow, so please excuse my coughing. I am not sick. I almost died.
Oh gosh. The drop.
don't think it's joking. It's for real.
No, that was scary, actually. But anyway, no, that is true because you could cheat just by being emotionally.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to be in a boring relationship?
No, that's true.
You have to think like you get into a relationship with the intention of it being as long as it can be, right? Mm-hmm. You don't really picture yourself not with that person if you're in a committed relationship. Mm-hmm. Things happen, but I feel like you can do your part, you know?
Right.
People talk about growing apart, but it's like I just feel like you get to a point where you're not really paying attention to the other person's needs, you know?
Yeah. Well,
and it doesn't always mean sexually. It just means like,
did you ask me how my day was?
Yeah, like you just feel forgotten, abandoned, neglected.
Right. Or it's like how we were saying, when the last time you cooked something I like? All it is food that you like. Right. Little things.
Or like you get into this repetitive routine. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You say it's still new for you. And I feel like me and King, I can't even, that's confusing. But nonetheless, we've been together for however long. Mm-hmm. And there has been times I'm like, hello, you know? And I feel like he feels the same way. But we live a very, like, demanding lifestyle. You know, I feel like that is obviously our own fault. Because you guys tend to do better at managing. Everybody's different, you know? Mm-hmm. But like for me, I work the 2 jobs. Keem works his job. He's a chef. And he's like in management. Mm-hmm. You know, so having to deal with that all day, even with me, to a certain aspect of managing, like having to manage people all day, sometimes you forget to turn that shit off. Mm-hmm. You know, then you come home thinking you're managing and micromanaging your partner. Or like, it's just like, it becomes a point where you come in the house, you just do what you got to do to get you to the next day, to get to work, come home and do it all over again, you know? Like, as the weeks go by, like, as the week goes by, I feel like I can't wait for the weekend sometimes to, like, have that time to just spend with King. But then, like, he started working weekends. So, like, now we have, like, Saturdays where we can hang. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Before it was, you know, Saturday and Sunday. We wake up, we make breakfast. Yeah, but those things change. But, like, you have to be able to figure it out. Because
you have to.
Life goes on, but your partner is still there. Mm-hmm. You know?
I feel like that's even, I've seen that with people when they have kids. You forget about your partner. Oh, man,
yes.
Because people get, like, all about the kid. And I get that. I you know, but it's like, yo, you still got to remember, this person's going to be there after those kids move out, get married, and live their own life.
Is you're saying that, but before I got here, was listening to an IG post of someone talking about, I don't know if it was Tia Maury, I think was saying the same thing. And was saying, like, that you have to actually put your partner first. And I know that sounds crazy. That obviously you're going to care about your kids. Both of you as a unit are going to make sure your kids are good. But if your partner is not good, it's going to be all on you to take care of those kids. Mm-hmm. So you have to worry about your partner. So they can in turn help you to coexist and to raise these children.
Right.
So really, as harsh or as weird as it might sound, you don't have to worry about your partner.
Yeah. When people always think that sounds so weird, and I think maybe it's just because I don't have kids, that when I hear it, I'm not fazed by that. It makes perfect sense to me. Like, I always think you kind of need to take care of each other, because it's like how we talked in the other one about self-care. You can't provide anything if you're on E. So if we are together, raising these kids together, we both gotta be good before we can then go and do more
good
for other
alone
people.
And good with each other.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. It's a juggle.
Sometimes you might look at it as like, oh, I'm taking care of you, I'm taking care of these kids, but that is what you sign up for.
Yup.
You don't automatically go from taking care of your loved one to then having kids and only taking care of the kids.
Right. You can't drop that ball. No. It's a juggle. Like, when you juggle, you gotta keep everything in the air. Everything is circulating. You can't drop nothing. You gotta keep on. And as things keep adding, that's your choice. So you gotta keep on juggling it. That's just life. But it is important. Like, you gotta do those things.
Right.
I mean, and it can't be on just Valentine's Day either. In that sense, like when you have when life, it don't work around one day.
I've heard people say like they make time, like in the same Instagram post. T was talking about how like, and I heard a lot of people do this, like they delegate a day that is date night, and whether or not they go out, like even if they're in the house,
right,
it's date night, right, and something that's important to them. You have to take out that time because I mean, hell, even just we're not even just talking about date night. We're going beyond even what we're talking about in this podcast. Is just saying on this episode, it's not just about even a date. Hell, like you gotta check up. Like imagine you gotta have all that time in a day. Like not even just for date night. Or do you make it be part of date night where you have like a wellness check? You know, should that be separate? Because you have to make sure like your mental state is good, your health is good. Yeah. Hell, even this last couple weeks, my freaking eyes been swelling up. You know, what the hell happened to you? You gotta make sure, you know. But like your mentals, you know, everything. Yeah, when do you do that though? Yeah. Do you make a separate time for that, or do you do it all at once? Wouldn't that put a damper? You know, you all in your lingerie, but he worrying about
your eye look busted.
And how's your mental state? You know, like what do you do?
Or you in your lingerie crying because you mentally not right,
okay,
but you know you gotta
talking about just take it.
Yeah, like okay, now listen, it's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta juggle.
I mean, listen, hats off to you guys with kids. Because we don't even have any. And I'm just like, even to this day, like, even right now with just me and him, I tell Brittany all the time, I feel like I'm raising a baby. Having a man is no joke. And I'm pretty sure having a girl is no joke either. Because it's very demanding and we have things we need just like they need.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, it's hard to coexist.
Salute to y'all.
Cohabitate.
To then add to that.
Okay, and then like that little, I don't know if you know about that Instagram meme where they're talking about how they trying to make sure that they get it in the laundry room before the chicken nuggets burn while the kids are watching Disney. Yeah. Like, if you still got energy for that, for real, salute to you.
Yo, for real. I seen one time, it was like a couple years ago maybe, on some morning show, and the woman was saying how her and her husband had sex every day for a year, no matter what.
Oh man, her cooch gotta be on fire. No, and she was like, I was about to be very racist when I said that too, but we're not gonna go there.
Anyways, she was like how even if they had an argument, they would be like a heated argument. She said it didn't matter; they still had to do it. If kids, all of these things, they had to do it, and it was like I think.
Yeah, but things got to happen. How do you get hard or wet when that shit is going on?
Well, I don't know.
That was successful.
I think so. I don't know. She ended up because she was on this whole morning show because she wrote a book about her time, like her year, and her husband.
No. A whole year, 365 damn days, depending on the year.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, yo. But she was like, yeah, we had to make time. And she said sometimes it was like, it was good because I guess, you know, it helped them to stay connected and to always kind of be in tune. Because if you know you have to, you want to try and keep that person in a good mood. You ain't trying to fight. You're trying to resolve this quick before, you know, we have to do this and then it's a miserable experience. So, I mean, it was, I don't even know the woman's name or name of the book. Y'all could Google search that if you want to. But listen, there's people out there.
Year. I've heard people do it, but not
I think they had like 2 kids, 1 or 2 kids.
And I know they were in that time.
I know they were children. Maybe she was on birth control. I don't know. She might have even said it, and I just didn't pay attention. But yeah, like sometimes there are people out there who they make time, or even like penciling it in, or like scheduling, like how you said,
sex session.
People schedule a date night.
God damn.
I don't know. That might be a thing. I don't know. Y'all let us know. What y'all think about that? Penciling it in. And
sex session, you're asking.
Either that or a date night. Because some people might even feel like even that. They don't want to.
No, the date night, I feel like, is a good idea. Damn. Hey, would you rather pencil it in or it be spontaneous, you know?
But then what happens if you waiting for spontaneity and it never happens? Because like you said, people have kids, they work 2 jobs, they taking care of all types of family, or they, I don't know, whatever people are into. Or like as far as what they have going on in their lives, there might be a bunch of stuff. If your kids gotta do different activities, you gotta be at different places on different days.
Damn, but you sleep in the same bed. Somebody would have to be spontaneous.
You ever seen that commercial with the couple and they're like, oh, the kids are gonna be gone for half an hour, and then they race in the bed, and then the next scene they both sleeping. Like sometimes it's like, yeah, we share a bed to sleep in, literally to go to bed because we are tired and gotta be up early in the morning. So you just never know. Like, so for some people, maybe that works if they pencil it in. I guess. Jesus. You know, I don't know, but I would love to know what y'all think of these things, or if y'all is up to it, sharing your personal experiences. That's cool too. We are down for that. We'd love to know what's different things advice what different people are doing. And I mean, yeah, I don't know about those things. That's what I was like, whoa. I forgot what I was about to say now. But yeah.
Damn.
Also, that's what I'm gonna say. When you was talking about, like, even if you do these things because you don't want the person to cheat, either physically or emotionally, I feel like even if you don't do it for that reason, people could start to be even have different feelings towards you. You don't want there to be resentment. Yeah. So I feel like for a multitude of reasons, you should try and have Valentine's Day as many days out of the year as you possibly can.
And again, we're not saying that that's all that's gonna keep your man either, because
no, I have no idea.
Like, we have to even think of like that show Insecure. Like, you know, like it's so much that goes into a relationship. Most people, I would assume, care for their partner to be somewhat ambitious. Whether that means they're ambitious enough to keep a job, you know,
right.
or whether or not to get another one, or
live
up to their full potential, or
all types of other things that factor into it. We don't know your significant other, so you know what you got to do. Keep your partner, but yeah.
Hopefully you do.
Oh, damn. Hopefully. Oh, man, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into relationships in general. Because, like I say, even in the midst of all of that, you still got other relationships. Like I told you, I still think about the Valentine's Day that we had. So I always think like, oh, Misha, call you guys, you or Krista or any of my friends. Send a text or something, like, because you do want to maintain everything. Man, that juggling act is crazy.
But your partner is important.
Yeah, it is.
That's what we live with.
Girl. And then I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's even harder for people if they don't even have an example of it. You know, because you're just kind of going off of what feels right.
You know, I saw this post and it hit home. They were saying that women, especially in our culture, expect men who were raised by women that never were treated the way you want him to treat you. He didn't see it. So how is he supposed to give that to you?
Right. That's a good point.
Like, what the hell? That's a real thing.
That is a real thing.
What do you do? That's like that song.
Kim Michelle's song?
No, it's a guy singing. Teach me how to love.
Oh, Music Soul Child.
Music Soul Child.
Teach me how to love. That's a good song.
It is.
Cause he is being honest.
He is, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I did. I like that song a lot, actually, just because I like him anyway. But yeah, he was like,
"That's a real thing."
I don't know. Tell me.
But see, how can you expect someone who did not see it?
Yeah, but see, I think though you gotta be like him, and it has to start with yourself. Like, you have to be first willing to admit, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, that being said, teach me. Also, everybody's different. Everybody's like love language is different.
Yeah, people don't know about things like that, though.
Yeah, so
sometimes they don't even know to even ask. They don't even know that there's even a. So you gotta. It's not even about it starts with yourself. You have to even know that something is not right. So you're gonna have to go through these relationships and fuck up, and not have an ego so big that you can't learn
from your mistakes
or acknowledge that you have some things going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's like you teaching, like he said, teach me how to love, but it's really whoever the woman is, she's teaching him how to love her. Because the next woman might not want whatever she taught him. Like, I don't like whatever you do with her, like hugs and kisses, and she might not like that. She might want you to just text her or something. I don't know what people are into, but everybody's love language is different, and that's a whole nother it's hard.
It's really hard.
And I think that you're right. I do think it is a thing, especially in the Black community.
It's just a blessing when you can find someone that you kind of get most of that.
Yeah, and I think it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a blessing, but then it also does, like, it's good when that person can be a little vulnerable and tell you, like, I don't really know. Sorry, can you tell me? Or if they could be vulnerable and say, like, I don't do Valentine's Day, so what am I supposed to do? Or even if it starts, like, at that one day, I think that's important.
I know for Kim, it took a long time.
To learn your love language?
Yeah, and to, like, not be so, like, hood. Like, even his girlfriend before, I think it didn't work. Like, he would make fun, and at first it would sound, like, real trivial, but it was like, you didn't even hold my hand. I don't think it was that she wanted you to hold her hand. Like, the actual action of you holding my hand. It was more like I just want you to be more compassionate. Like, you got this whole, like, tough love. That's how you show your love. It's like maybe, like, pushing people to do certain things and whatever. But sometimes I don't need that or want that. Sometimes I need you to just shut up. And just hold the person.
That's a thing. And it's like, I feel like, aside from individual people, men and women already are in two different buckets for the most part. And then those buckets break down to, like, the individual person. It's so stupid. It's so
culturally, there's different things.
Yeah, then, like, you got the different cultures, like Black women, white women, Asian. It's just like everybody, and the whole opposite for the men of those same
religion.
Yeah. You got there.
Because I'm not trying to be no kind of way. It's some cultures where you don't even sleep in the same room as your woman when they're on the period and shit. Like, like, there's so, like, what do these people do?
There's a lot.
How do you feel about that? Something that you can't control,
but they've been raised that way. So for them, it may not be so crazy.
Or, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful on this podcast, but, like, even people, like, do you think there's really people out there sleeping with a sheet between them?
Oh, I don't know. I've heard of this. I don't know if is that a real thing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would love to know.
I haven't done my homework on that, so I ain't gonna speak on that.
I don't want to sound crazy, but I don't know. I'm not judging you. If that's your thing, I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Ignorant and curious.
Y'all could teach us something.
Yeah, like, please do, because I'm very.
Because I don't know. But then it's like, no matter what thing you do, religious or cultural, it's probably just something you were raised to do anyway. So maybe you never even thought about it. There's people who have arranged marriages.
My God, what do you do in that? Sometimes that works. Most times.
Exactly. But like, for us, it may seem like, no. But then for them, it's like, this is what everybody does. Like, that's how my great-grandparents got together. Like, I don't know. So everybody is a little bit different. Oh, Lord, you got to know everything about what you're about to get yourself into.
Yes, you do.
Because there's too many buckets out here.
Yeah. And, like,
too many buckets.
When you start to mix religion and cultures and race. Races. Like, let's be real here.
Ooh, there's so much stuff going on.
You know?
So much stuff going on.
Like, I've even heard from people who just simple, like, she's black, he's white, and she's like, you know, she said to me, this friend, that she gets tired of having to teach this person about her culture.
Like about her blackness.
I'm like, man, listen, that's great that you want. Some people can be teachers and some people can't.
That's true too. That's the thing. Maybe that's the part right there.
And we need those kind of people in this world, honestly, absolutely, to bridge the gap, I guess.
Because you don't want to stop teaching this person about blackness. I think it's good that.
And as we should learn about the other side as well. Yeah, everybody should not be ignorant.
Yes. Everybody needs to learn about everybody else's stuff as much as you possibly can. So that is a good thing. But man, I can't. That's heavy. Because
it's like,
and they're married. Like,
no.
Have they been together a long time or like?
It's complicated. Oh. She's done this multiple times.
Oh, okay. She's a real teacher. Like some people's, that's just it. That's what you do.
I'm no Captain Sabo, so, but nonetheless. Anyway.
Yeah, everybody's different. Yeah, I think it's something to be said for those examples. And I think that, you know what, like, at least in the black community, that's all I know, but it's like, it makes certain, like, TV relationships or celebrities that we see that much more important for, you know, if you don't have those examples. Like, like, okay, I was fortunate. I had both of my parents, so I saw it. You know, I seen my father get, like, flowers, and I saw, like, their anniversaries, which was also Valentine's Day. I seen that, like, the day-to-day of that. So I was fortunate in that, but not everybody has that. So it's, like, stuff like, I know I've heard people say, like, oh, my gosh, the Cosbys. They really look to them as an example. Or, what's that other family? Dang. Will Smith with his aunt and uncle and how they raised their kids. And now I feel like it's even a thing too, like modern day. Like I know me and James watch Blackish, and I like their relationship too. And at one point in their relationship, they had like troubles and stuff, and I was like, girl, I was sweating because I was like, I can't deal with this. I'm rooting for y'all too much. Please.
But that's another thing that we have to realize in society, and that comes with just ourselves or our relationship, is that, you know, sometimes, maybe it's not even this day and age thing, but I just feel like people tend to put certain people on a pedestal. And you have to realize is that we have to take the good with the bad with the good. Like, you have to understand, like, hell, even Obama and Michelle are out here, you know,
they're another
thugging
one
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like, things aren't always going to be perfect. And you shouldn't want them to be perfect.
And I was about to say, and that's something that you should use. You should take that part of their relationship as an example too. That it's okay for it to not always be perfect.
When people come out of a situation, like a detrimental situation, and triumph, I feel like that is goals right there.
Yeah. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh my God, yes.
They are another couple that everybody always puts on social media as like relationship goals and stuff. But we know, like, they both have come out and said they've had their ups and downs now.
Okay, and another thing they do is they keep their shit to their damn self.
Yeah, they do. Until they are ready. And they only going to tell you what they want to tell you.
Yeah, because
we still don't know who Becky is.
We don't know what happened in that damn elevator.
We don't know what happened in that elevator. So listen, they tell us what they
want.
And that's good. That is good too. That is very good for them.
Hell, even Bill and Hillary, y'all can say whatever the hell you want to, but them two are still together. Because I don't care what y'all say, that man is black. Okay.
Everybody always says that. Like, and they went through it, and she did what she.
They went through it.
Boy, they went through it. Like, or even like Meghan and Harry now, and they got the interracial factor going on, and they're in the limelight, and he be standing by her, and it seems like, dang, that's hard. I mean, I'm sure it's not hard, but on another way, it is hard because
it looks hard.
They're going through it right now. My God, these people is dragging my wife all the time. She sneezed, they say something about it. And then he got to be the one at home. I'm sure she's upset, crying, or whatever the case, mad. I don't know. But it's like, yo, man, he's even leaving the Royals to be with her or with her. I don't know if it's for her, but it's with her. That's one. You know who else has a cool relationship? Iman Shumpert.
Oh, they
and
have
Tiana
a bomb
Taylor. They are so cute. I love them.
And I love that they're not traditional. Like, she can keep it real with you and say, listen, we are here doing stuff to make us happy. I do what I do to make my man happy. He does what he does to make his woman. She got a whole album talking about threesomes. Like, whatever you're into, you know, whatever keeps y'all happy.
When she came out with that, everybody was like shocked.
Shocked, but I'm like, when you really, really think about it, I'm not that shocked. I'm shocked that she said it out loud.
Yeah.
But I think that they have a very cool relationship. Yeah. Like, I expect shit like that to last. You know, because fun is carefree. It's not so much, you know, we put so much pressure and stress on life. We don't need to put, you know, when you don't have to, it's good. Yeah. You know? Listen, even how Kobe and Vanessa, when they were together, and that man, whoa, that woman got a stomach. Yeah. She had to sit on a panel at a press conference with this man, rubbing his hand. Wow. As he admitted to what he did and didn't do.
Ain't that something?
She looked like she wanted to slap the shit out of him in that conference. But she's steady rubbing them and staying with that man.
Maybe she did after the fact. That might have been.
Oh yeah, he admitted that she had said it at one point. Like during that time, she hated his guts.
Wow. See, this is like stuff that we ain't have those elevator peeps that we have now. Or even though we ain't have no audio, we still ain't get to see none of that. You know, all we saw was that united front.
Her face fucked up.
But it was nothing less. I'm still
3 days later, that $4 million ring she got. But hey,
no, that was something else.
Nonetheless, she rode out to the sunset with that man. And you know what? No, we're not gonna drag them. But nonetheless, that's a strong couple. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, they are. She stood by that man with accusation of friggin' rape.
Yeah, and even like, okay, he's acquitted. He didn't do that,
of course.
But then it's like he still did cheat, though. He did admit to that part already. Yeah. So she still got to deal with that part,
right? And then like, I don't know if we remember too. Like she had planned to divorce this man in 2012 because he had still been cheating. But yes, wow. I mean, that's a lifestyle, kind of.
I didn't know that was the reason. I just knew it was a thing that, it was in the news and everybody was talking about how he cheated.
But I mean, listen, these things happen. It's not for us to judge someone's relationship at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, well, men cheat. But men do cheat. It is up to you to decide as a woman what you can deal with. Right. And people can say whatever they want. They don't know your husband or your man. Like, you wouldn't know them. They're not sleeping with him. Right. You know, they haven't been living with him. They don't have children with him.
That's another thing, too. She do have children. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that. That definitely is up to the person. Even R.I.P. Kobe. Yes. But
a legend still, nonetheless.
Yes. And Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London, they weren't officially married, but they are another one that had their public troubles, I guess. Yeah. But they're another one that was like, yo, she stuck with him. Yeah. They kept that united front in front of people anyway. Let me say.
They never had to tell anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think at everyone's situation is gonna be different. Did she have her? I don't know really the drama with him. I don't know if he cheated or what he did at the time that she was mad at him. I don't really know. I'm not sure.
Who?
Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
From what I was told, he cheated too.
Oh, I just knew there was some trouble, and then
I think
it
he was
they had
supposedly seeing a model.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I didn't.
And the model was like seen in his car and some other stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, listen.
Man,
again,
it's a hard life to live in front of the camera
for both parties.
Yeah.
For both parties.
Yeah.
I am not trying to defend cheaters or people who cheat or the act of cheating, because I don't want to say cheaters. Let me say the act of cheating, right? Mm-hmm. Some people say once a cheater, always a cheater. I just feel like you're not in their shoes. You don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I do think that some people, though, that is the case.
That they're cheaters.
Yeah, I think that some people are just cheaters. But you know the person who, like you said, you know that person. You're the one that's in the relationship. You see them every day. You sleep with them in the bed every day. So you would know, are they a cheater?
A serial cheater?
Yeah,
or is it just a thing?
And
they get caught up.
Right. Is that a thing? And if they are a serial cheater, maybe you're willing to deal with that. Or maybe you're not willing to deal with even the one-off cheater. Everybody's tolerance is going to be different.
What would Martin Luther King's wife done?
Right.
He was out here too. And these women were being placed in his room.
Yo, that's crazy.
Even for these athletes, that's the thing. They'll walk in their room and there's these women. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
At all.
No, I know what you mean.
But as a human, you have to ask yourself, how many times is there going to be a woman in my room and I don't do something? You know? It's not right. And I don't think they should do it. But your average Joe Schmo, he's not having to deal with that.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hats off to the baller wives and whatnot. But,
yeah. There's a lot of, yeah. I mean, I just think that in general, people need to remember that those people are human too. Because, like,
human.
You know, you do look to them maybe for, like, an example or guidance or whatever.
Right.
But you got to remember that they are human too. Mm-hmm. The other person I was thinking about, another couple, let me say, was the Currys. Steph Curry and Aisha Curry. And she has come under fire for random things that she said, not necessarily related to their sometimes relationship related. Mm-hmm. But even it's like, he don't be saying, listen, that's my woman. She said what she said. And he be moving on. I'm like, yo, listen, and maybe at the house, he's like, yo, why did you say that? Could you put your damn Twitter down for me? Like, he might be. I don't know. So it's like, yo.
And that's a whole other part of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You never hear about cheating, even though
that's true. You don't really hear that. I've never heard that.
One thing I've heard about Steph Curry is when he had those nudes that was leaked. I don't know who he sent them to, though. But again, they never. Well, it didn't come out enough.
Right. I didn't hear about that. So.
Even in their situation, there's not necessarily a cheating scandal, but there's,
Yeah, because
wife turned up.
She was saying something about other women or how women dress or something.
Basically how...
I forgot exactly.
She wished... I feel like it was like her saying that she wished... I don't know if it was like she wished she would get catcalled or something.
Oh, that time she did say that. No, she's come on the fire a couple times then. Because I remember one time she was talking about how women dress provocatively and basically passing judgment on those women. And then she did have something about how she wishes she could get catcalled because everybody knows she's Steph Curry's wife, so they don't do it to her. And she was like how nobody be in her DMs and sometimes she wish she could get it to just feel pretty or wanted, whatever the word is. I mean, listen, I'm sure it was times that he's like, yo, wait, what? Why is this coming up? Why is my phone going off right now?
I can't lie. I don't feel what she was saying. I think that we take everything out of context.
You know we do. We hear about 10 seconds
matter
of
if you have a man or if a man got a woman. You still want to be desired at the end of the day. Like, you want to feel yes, you untouchable, but that people still want to touch you.
Right.
I think people just took it just
people listen to 10 seconds and they say, well, forget the other 20 minutes.
Even if they hear the whole thing, they make up their own.
That is true, too. That is true, too. And sometimes it may be because people, like, envy your relationship. Like, they don't got no problems, really. They don't hear the scandals about him cheating or anything. So they're like,
how
you know
dare
what?
you?
Yeah, you know what? We're going to find something.
Right, and how dare you? Your man ain't cheating on you. Half of you out
Some
here.
people were saying that to her. I mean, listen, that's how she feel. Whatever. Ultimately, she said, I'm cheating on him, and he does make her feel pretty or sexy, whatever. So, whatever.
They start going in on how she dressed. Oh. And maybe people would be in her DMs if she didn't dress the way she did. Lord have mercy.
No. Anyways. Yeah. It's hard. It's a lot of work. Relationships.
And then there's Valentine's Day.
And it is Valentine's Day. Yeah, but it's like we said, it's a good day to remember things, and we're coming to y'all after Valentine's Day to give y'all that reminder. It continues.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
Every day.
When you with the one you love, every day is Valentine's Day.
That's right.
And that's just how you should treat it.
And even if it's not your significant other or your partner, yo, check in with your girls.
Hell, check in with your damn self.
You could always love yourself every day of every second of every day. That's necessary. You know, check in with everybody, anybody. Especially people if you know they're alone on Valentine's Day. If they're the type of person who, you know, they kind of dwell on it.
We didn't say check up on your ex either.
Don't get in trouble. Please. Don't be acting a fool because it's like, okay, well, I did right on Valentine's Day. Now, Sister from Another Mister said, after Valentine's Day, I need to check in on you. Don't be getting in trouble after
Or
Valentine's
hell,
Day.
even if you by yourself and you think, oh, let me go check up on an ex that you shouldn't be checking up on. Don't be doing no Drake out here.
That's the story of his life.
Got a whole song about it.
He got several songs about exes. He don't
know the drunk one.
Which one? Kiki?
No, where you call in and you drunk.
Oh yeah. He got a couple though.
That's Drake move. Hashtag Drake. Don't be hashtagging Drake out here after Valentine's Day.
Man. Well, we love y'all as fans. And we hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day. Make sure y'all share with us.
Yes.
Don't forget, every day is Valentine's Day. Brittany out.
Dialissa out.